Bismillahirrahmanirrahim and Assalamu alaikum dear all students. Hope you all are fit and fine. Today I am going to discuss economic importance of pteridophytes. This is very interesting topic, and here you will notice this group of plants which are usually not common in our region due to less rainfall rate, due to dry weather, and due to our bad habits, because we are not easily motivated to grow and cultivate plants. So this lecture will motivate also you about cultivation of this pteridophytic plants, due to about when you have knowledge about the uses of different pteridophyte plants, you really want to grow it in your garden, in your houses. So let's start. Pteridophytes. As you all know, pteridophytes are the group of primitive vascular plants, and they are also called vascular cryptogams. They are also known about pteridophytes. They include ferns, which are advanced plants. They are usually found worldwide except in Antarctica region, thriving in moist, temperate and tropical region habitat wise. And if we tell about the importance of these plants, so for over 2000 years they have been valuable as food and medicine, and generally pteridophytes are beneficial, through a few can be harmful. So let's check out content list. In this lecture we will discuss somewhat in detail about its ornamental plants, in some medicinal plants, biofertilizer, some importance of its soil conservation status, as food plants, as oil yielding plants, as dye yielding plant, as manufacturing uses and making different products, metal accumulation and bioindicator of environment. They also produce different type of chemicals. They also produce valuable vitamins, so they are used in foods, but somehow they are some of them are also harmful and poisonous. So let's discuss in detail. Pteridophytes are generally very lush, have very lush and green foliage. So they are used in gardens and landscaping due to having lush green and foliage, and as foliage plants they put green and flash uh, elements in your garden, in your houses, in your offices, in your gardens and landscape. So different varieties of and different species of ornamental pteridophytes are shown here, like Adiantum protector, Adiantum capellus veneris, Asplenium ensiforme, Asplenium nidus. You have noticed there's a very beautiful and distant large green plants. Lycopodium obscurum. This is very common and well popular is plant, because the common name is Christmas tree. This plant is usually used in Christmas for decorative purposes. Also it has religious aspects. So Lycopodium obscurum is very common species. It is somewhat look like Araucaria but different. Slaginella, very well known species, which is also used in Christmas and table decoration. Lycopodium voluble. It is also used for the decoration purposes. Dilpasium species esculentum is used also for different type of ornamental purposes. Dineria, Ophioglossum, Pteris critica, Pyrrhosia, Phymeto. Different plants are also used in different medicine preparation because of their properties, medicinal properties, like they have antioxidant property, neuroprotective property, anti-cancer property, antibacterial property, First of all, we will discuss about Lycopodium. It is very commonly used in different type of medicines. The decoction of foliage means leaves of this plant, Lycopodium, is used in homeopathic medicine to treat different diseases, like here it is mentioned the symptoms like diarrhea, bladder irritability, eczema, rheumatism, constipation, inflammation of liver. Here are list of medicinal uses and plants are also tabulated here. You can observe different plants are mentioned here with their medicinal use. The Lycopodium also have three type of properties, like they have pharmacology property because they are used in different type of medicines. They also produce different alkaloids and secondary metabolites, and secondary metabolites about 508 secondary metabolites are reported from 46 different species of Lycopodium. So this is Lycopodium is different varieties and different species of Lycopodium is commonly used in different type of medicines formation. And also with this, they also have different traditional uses, like we have discussed in below, like they are also used in snack. Equisetum, very well common and popular plant. This plant produce flavonoids and saponins which have diuretic effect. The fern Dipteris yield an antithymitic drug. Marsillia. The sporocarps of Marsillia are rich source of starch and eaten for their nutritive value as food. The chemical active principle marsilin, isolated from Marsillia, which is found to be very effective against sedative and anticonvulsant principle. Omonda Simomia. This plant is used externally for rheumatism and internally for joint. Azolla species, as you all know, this plant is aquatic species of pteridophytes. Azolla is used as biofertilizer. Azolla forms a symbiotic relationship with cyanobacteria, and therefore former is used in waterlogged rice fields as a green manure, which providing nitrogen to the plants. Azolla species are very beneficial for biofertilizer production, and Azolla roots contain anabena, aiding nitrogen fixation. Quercetum accumulatus. Pteridophytes are also used as an indicator plant. Quercetum accumulates minerals, especially golds, in their stem. So these are also bio. Similarly, there are two species. One is Asplenium adulterinum. It is an indicator of nickel and inch. The another species which is called Actinopterus australis. This is fern and very beautiful fern. It is a cobard indicator plant. Soil conservation. It is another property of pteridophytic plants, that terrestrial pteridophytes protects actually upper soil layers, and it prevents soil erosion from heavy rainfall because they are mesophytic. Mostly they are mesophytes. Here some of the species you can see here, in which Dapteris, Teres and Nifrolepis. This plant is used for soil conservation and soil loss, and which is called soil. Now discuss about food plants. This group also have some edible plants used as vegetables, like many species like Isoids, tubers, and Nifrolepis bicerata rhizome are edible, also edible, and Quercetum arvens, which is used in fruit products. Many plants are also used as oil yielding plants like Ophiclossum vulgatum, very beautiful plants like Podium, some plants are also used as dye-yielding plants like Pteridium, which produce yellow dye, Quercetum arvens, which produce red dye. Similarly, Asplenium ensiformis also produce red. This plant also used in manufacturization of different products like Adiantum pedatum and Lygodium microphyllum. Lygodium microphyllum having smaller leaves and foliage, but both are used in making local baskets. While Metathelapteris gracilensis, these are the fern, and this plant is used in fiber yielding. So by this fiber many products are developed. Matter accumulation. This plant also accumulates like different type of metals like Lycopodium clavatum, which accumulates zinc and arsenic. Lygodium japonicum, arsenic, calcium and copper are accumulated by this plant. Quercetum arvens, tin, cobalt and zinc. Chemical production. Different plants is tabulated here due to the production of different type of chemicals in it. You can here notice Pteris vitata, which produce phenol, Xylotum nudatum, which is very common, species xylotec acid, and gibberellin. Gibberellin is a plant growth hormone as well. Pteridium equilinium protein, sugar, starch, beta carotene, azola pinnata, protein carotene, dilbasium, iron and calcium, Equisetum arvens, oxalic, malic, and valenic acid. So these plants also used for the production of this vitamin, also produced by different type of plants like Dilbasium esculentum, vitamin, which is a good source of vitamin B. Equisetum arvens, vitamin, is a good source of vitamin C. Asplenium, which is very good source of vitamin K3. Having lot of beneficial uses of this group, which are present or found in pteridophytes, some plant also present which have harmful effects, like few plants are called harmful weeds. Like harmful weeds means weeds are generally called those plants which effects which create bad effects to the other plants which are present in their vicinity or which are present in their surrounding. Actually, these weeds disturb the growth of another plants because they get lot of nutrition and harm to other plant growth. So example is Pteridinium equalinum. This is harmful weeds. This is this is actually grown quickly, or you can fast. They have fasting growth and they disturb the growth of another plant, so they are called poisonous plants for others. Thank you so much, dear all students, for being with me during this lecture. Inshallah, this lecture will be helpful for you, and this lecture inshallah will put some motivational aspects and elements in your life as well, and you will convey it to keep and to cultivate these plants in your gardens, in your offices, in your landscape, in your houses, and your shopping plazas and offices as well. So you have learned in this lecture, these plants are very important in our for our environment and for our ecosystem. So if we want to conserve our environment and ecosystem, we also put these plants in our ecosystem. Thank you so much. Allah Hafiz.